Hello, my name is Dr. Levi F. McKean. Welcome to the Levi Files Part 2. I'm here with Miss Fouchette Cuisine, I believe. Um,
Yes.
and we're just going to start with some preliminary questions. So, what is your name, race, and if you were in some sort of tabletop role playing game with a bunch of classes, what class and levels would you be?
Uh, okay. That's super specific. Okay. Fouchette, cuisine, uh, half elf, and I don't really play tabletop games. I feel that's kind of for nerds, and I have more important things to do. But
But if you were to,
yeah.
if you were to guess,
Uh, gosh, I don't know. Being a rogue kind of sounds cool.
okay. So that is not what I had in mind, but sure.
That in
Sixth level
mind.
artificer, I write down in my notes. Um,
What? What makes you think I'm an artificer? I can be
just
cool. I can be
general
dark and
thing.
scary.
No, I'm saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not dark and scary. I'm just saying you. I'm a big tabletop role playing game fan myself. I may not seem it, but
Okay. Uh
all right, we'll get into that later. That's a whole another can of beans. Um, So, as you know, or as you may know, I was hired by Mr. Ping to improve group cohesion and make sure this pseudo family unit was working, you know, no problems. So,
us.
I will just ask you, how do you feel towards the fellow members of this crew?
Actually gonna say you don't have to do this if you don't really want to. We could just sit here
I'm
for
getting
like three
paid.
minutes. You could get paid to sit here for like 3 minutes and I could just go back to working in my lab.
Well, I'd prefer to talk through it, and I'm passionate about my work. And,
But it's easy
if you
money.
have any angst towards any members of the crew, you can get it out here. It doesn't have to be positive things.
I don't know. What if your recording falls into the hands of them and now they hear all these things and they don't want to listen to me anymore?
This
Hmm?
recording
You
is
ever
going to be heard by one person, and that's me when I go to sleep.
Do you have a good lock on them? Like
It's on my phone.
just on your phone?
It's on my smartphone.
What kind of authentication do you have? Do you have like face recognition or archaic things like fingerprint?
I got a password.
You do a password and you don't think anyone's gonna break into your phone? I'm gonna
I
try to
mean,
break into your
yeah.
phone.
What the fuck? Give me my phone back.
I promise you, give me 10 seconds and I can break into your phone right now.
Okay, we're getting a little sidetracked from the questions. You can hold my phone if you want. It's not
Okay, it's my phone now.
okay. I'll get it back later. So no feelings towards fellow members?
Only if you promise that this is not gonna get out to them, Doc. Oh, I'm gonna fucking try to hack into your phone.
God damn, man. This is the first real question.
Ah, man. 19.
God damn it. What is
Ooh.
my phone got?
Look at all these photos.
I
Oh.
guarantee you there's no photos on there.
Are you sure?
There shouldn't be.
Who's Jules?
Who is Jules?
It's okay, I'm fucking
Um,
with you. But see how easy that was? That means anybody can figure out what we're talking about.
fair enough. Well, off the record, so to speak, then. Just between you and me. I'm a person who likes to talk to people and get to know them and help them through whatever they're dealing with. And you are a very interesting person. And you found yourself leading a very interesting group of people. And that group of people is sort of the only thing between you and a lot of fucking people who want you dead. Pardon my French.
Hmm.
So I am wondering how, just personally, my own curiosity, how do you feel towards these people who are not saving your life every day, but helping you towards this almost impossible goal?
Hmm. I guess she would be like staring up at the ceiling. Yeah, yeah, she crosses her arm and just looks up at the ceiling. Well,
You can point out anyone in specific, or you can just talk about everyone.
for getting too specific, I'll take it as a rant session. Since you're not getting in too deep, um, they're all pretty much a pain in my ass. Uh, except for Zavi. Zavi's like the only person that's like worth a damn on this ship, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, sometimes they make mistakes here and there, but they don't make me want to tear my head out. I think that Dex has never been told what to do by a woman. So anytime it has to come to that, he's probably challenged and feels a little bit inferior. You might want to note down the inferiority complex because the amount of times that man has tried to step on my shoes is too much.
Oh, I don't think I haven't noticed. So I'm gonna this session. He might come on, not come out alive. I'm just gonna be honest with
So I'm not fond of Dex, but there was a certain point where he seemed to prove himself a bit useful. So, with like a lot of people on this team, I try my best to ignore their annoyance because addressing it takes too much precious time away from me. Like with gold cocaine. Super big liability. Honestly, I didn't even really want him on this shit. But for reasons I can't disclose, I need him on here. Same thing, proves himself to be useful sometimes. He does make things more difficult, and he does put me in danger a lot of times. Do I like having to hit my head and constantly fix myself? No. But for the sake of the mission, I put the annoyances aside and I continue to work. Crepe, he's a little bit easier to deal with. Sometimes when he's around GC, I can see that he tends to be influenced. It's kind of big brother, little brother types of situations. But he's not hard to talk to, and he's more willing to listen to me versus the other two. So I tend to give him a little bit more respect in that case. And God knows I haven't seen Vaughn in a very long time, so I couldn't tell you much about him. Is that it? Are we good? Is that a cut?
That's, I mean, you went into more detail than I was expecting, honestly. I thought you were just gonna do yay, nay on everyone, and the only person who was gonna be yay was Zavi. So,
Yeah. I guess I just thought I'd get it out to a third party because I don't really have much other people to talk about this to other than Zavi, and Zavi's just nice enough to be like, "Oh, shit, you're so great," and it's like, "Okay, thank you," but I don't know.
mm,
You seem a little bit, what's the word?
I'm
Solid,
not a,
I
I'm not a
guess.
psychopath. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
No, we can talk real here. Everyone on this ship is mostly insane. Like, let's be real. Um,
Excluding me, right?
excluding you, of course.
Thank you.
Deception check. Um,
You
um.
want me to
So
do it?
We could.
All right, bet. I
It's
just
just
for
one
the
of
fuck of
those.
it. Oh shit,
Uh,
no! What?
holy shit. I don't know if it's worth me rolling. I have very good deception.
We'll
Um,
see. Fuck it.
I think a nat 20 you just beat it unless I get a nat 20 though. So I'm just gonna. It ties, but you got a nat 20. So I mean, yeah, I think you know that he's Dr. Levi. He definitely thinks that you're um like more normal than everyone else, but he still doesn't think you're normal.
I'm just smiling at him, big old gap toothy grin.
See, when I had GC in here, he threatened to take off my feet. So I much
Ah.
prefer this type of pace. I'm going to jump a few questions ahead, sticking with our previous subject. Um,
Hmm.
what do you see for the future of this crew? And kind of joint question, what do you hope to achieve if the crew somehow, some way breaks up?
Uh well, for the breakup part, I guess there was a point where that sort of happened because I did kick everybody off of the ship.
Oh,
So
wow.
I guess we went past that. But that wasn't too bad. You know, we reconciled our differences. I ended up having to fight GC. So we're good there. So get back
So you
together?
think you could rein people in if there was ever some sort of breakup? But you have just stated you don't particularly care for most of these people.
It would depend on when the breakup's gonna happen. I feel like right now, more than likely, hopefully, or maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure where it would sway, but with everybody being on board for the treasure, I don't really see that happening too soon. So, you know, if there is a point where we break up, I guess I just have to give them something to motivate them to come back.
Okay.
Yay!
So sort of just a mutual. We both want the same thing. I don't have to like you while we're doing.
Of course. I
Gotcha.
mean,
Okay.
what group doesn't?
Well, I guess going along with that, uh, Ping, I understand you created and you feel very strongly towards. Uh, he would like group cohesion to kind of be more of a solid thing. And everyone's kind of just like, brah, I don't like you, but I like money, or brah, I don't like you, but you fight good. Uh, Ping doesn't really like that type of environment. So, is there anything that you would want people to do differently, or that you would do differently to sort of ease anger and less of brah?
Uh, I gotta be honest, that my first answer would be fuck it. Bra happens. I mean, I guess that's the normal part of the world, but if Ping says that he doesn't like it and he wants to see it different, I have tried to let up and not be so uptight when I don't feel a reason to. But if we're going into what they could do better, I guess it's just listen to me. I mean, I get it a lot. I get it. Oh, she's so young. Oh, this or that. Oh, half of this. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Why do I gotta listen to you? This, and that. And it just always comes down that I know better than you.
I don't doubt that your judgment is probably better than most people on the ship, but they do have a hard time listening. That does seem to be a problem. Hmm. Well, let's shift topics a little bit. First, I gotta ask you just outside of the whole therapy thing. Uh, what's with the whole like bunny suit? Cause like I'm a Harangon, and
Okay,
little racially charged. I know you probably didn't mean it, but like, did you just like Harangon a lot and just design the suit? But like, you didn't think about it.
listen, I didn't mean any offense when I made it.
Okay, I
This
like
was
that's what I thought.
Yeah, this was like way before I even knew any hair. Like you're the first herring I well, you're not the first herring that I met. You're actually the second herring, but you're the first herring that I've met that I'm,
Oh, who was the other
you
one?
know, is some guy at a bar. GC also was, or was it Vaughn? Vaughn, a guy that was on our crew, you haven't met him yet, was also threatening to take his feet as well. And I stopped that. I
There's
don't.
a lot of that going around.
I
Huh?
I just.
Who? What kind of monster would say that?
I what I mean is I don't
I
mean any
forgot I said
offense.
that.
Oh man. Yeah. I I don't mean any
I
offense.
that's what I thought. I can just move on. It's fine. It looks
Yeah.
cool. Uh,
Okay. I hope it doesn't make it's not making you uncomfortable, is it?
no. I just couldn't help but wonder.
Okay. All right.
Last few questions, and I wanted to go a little bit more into your kind of roots, your backstory. So,
Ooh.
just how was your childhood?
Great.
Parents around? You know, you're very smart. Obviously, you are young, as you stated before. How did you learn all this?
Uh my mother was a teacher and just always gave me the space to learn.
That's an
Uh
insight check if I've ever heard one.
wait. Sweet.
You can finish your sentence if you want, but like I'm doing this.
Alright, I'm gonna try to deceive
Okay.
my shit.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Ah!
Foo.
She's just smiling. What?
I don't get the sense that just me personally that you're well. I guess let me just ask where are your parents now? If they've imparted all this knowledge onto you.
You got me. They both ran off to go to Broadway. They're dancing and singing with each other, and I told them I wanted to be an actor, but they just didn't want to include me, so I think about it every time I watch a play. Is that
Hold on,
better? Oh.
I'm just doing another insight check. It's a
Uh,
22.
ugh.
If it's something you don't want to elaborate on, could you at least tell me what got you started into the whole pirate business? Because I don't think that came from your parents.
The whole pirate business? Uh, it just kind of came to me, honestly.
It came to you. Does that mean you were kind of forced into a situation where that was the only thing you could do?
I wouldn't say the only thing I could do. I have a lot more willpower than that. Say it sort of crossed into my path without me knowing, and it's now the better path to take. I mean, I've worked with people before. This is
As
probably the most
opposed
people.
as opposed to just living a life on the straight and narrow, maybe becoming like some sort of scientist, inventor.
I mean, that's the path I think we all want to take, but
But this
it's
one
not
seemed
offered.
more appealing to you.
It's not that it was more appealing, it's just wasn't offered to me. Sometimes paths aren't offered to people.
So this was out of what you could do. This seemed like the best for you. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Well,
She's gonna be leaning over trying to look at your notes.
um, well, I understand you have a previous relationship with Cinch Warhog. I was wondering if you heard about that, because you know he's the brother of the president of Mars. Pretty big deal. You don't normally fall into those relationships that easily. And you two bicker like you've known each other for a long time.
Yeah. Uh, it was just kind of the simple situation of new gal in a new place. Needed a place to stay, and stumbled across Cinch's workshop, and I was borrowing one of his materials, and he, well, I guess he caught me borrowing, and it just kind of went from there.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Didn't think he was that nice of a guy, honestly. Wow. Um.
pretty nice.
So, new gal in a new place. Are you not originally from Mars then?
Did I say that?
You said you
I
were in a new place.
oh ah sorry, the theatrics were taking me. Uh I meant a new place like in Mars. I was in from another place in Mars and then a new place in Mars.
You're not. That's also makes sense to word that sentence like that. Wow. Um. Hmm. So, you left wherever you were for crime, found Cinch at assumedly a very early age. I'm
Yeah.
being told to do some checks on that last
Yeah, I
page.
was
Hold on, I look at my pocket watch. Ah, yes, it's roll time.
it, oh what? I mean honestly you can get it from me. Oh fuck me no! Oh wait, that's a 7. Okay. Sorry, my bad. I was being
It's a,
dramatic.
it's a 28.
Well, you still beat me. Yeah,
um,
this should be easy for
whoa.
you.
Sorry, what do I, what do I get out of that?
I mean, you know for sure I'm lying. So
So you
if you
weren't
wanna
originally from Mars?
no. That's me
Gotcha.
out of character. If you wanna press
That's you
me
out of
in
yeah, yeah.
character.
I don't think I will, but
Okay.
me and the viewers know that now. Um, interesting. So, parents, do you want to ever go back to that? Or are you crime for life now? 24/7, 8 days a week.
I don't see myself doing the crime thing for too long. Um but you know what, once a bird's out of their nest, it doesn't really make sense to go back.
Hmm, makes sense, makes sense. Well, I guess that leads me into my last question and
Oh
something we can
goody.
hope to build off of with the other crew. And where do you see yourself going in the future? In the long run, post, let's say we're successful. I say we. I don't really give a fuck. Um, let's say you guys are all successful getting to this treasure and you know doing all this. I think it's quite honestly not possible, but good luck to you. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, whatever you
oh,
want out of it. What's next? What's after that?
hmm. I mean, if we're thinking about it in the terms that we do succeed, realizing that what we did was to change the world for the better. I think it's gonna open a door for opportunities people couldn't even imagine. Just different way of living. And I think what we're doing and how we're getting there is the only way to get to it. Uh, it makes sense if you find it impossible. I thought it was pretty impossible, but possibilities only happen when you try to make them happen, you know?
Hmm.
So, yeah, I could
I
see us really going far.
I didn't initially. You didn't strike me as an altruist looking out for the future of humankind. It's
I,
interesting motivation for the most wanted person in the galaxy.
I mean, no offense, Doc. I feel like maybe you haven't been too far out into the world. This might be the most far out, but sometimes the end is more important than the means. I guess.
Well, if it's gonna help me included, then good luck to you.
Depending. Yeah, it could. I mean,
I have
if you
no
stick.
idea what we're talking about at this point.
I mean,
Can
it's
I
not
is
important
there,
now.
can I ask for any sort of specifics, or is that just not? I can't know.
I. No offense. I seen how your intelligence works recently, and I don't think it's gonna make too much sense to you. Um, as to what I'm trying to go towards, it it can be confusing, and that's fine. Confusing's fine if you don't really know too much, you know.
I mean,
So
yeah, but it's gonna hit me if you succeed, I guess. Anyway,
yeah, and listen, being a bystander is okay.
I feel like I'm being talked down to a lot right now for me being the psychologist. But yeah,
I'm not talking down to you. I mean, you're the person that looks into people's minds, and I'm the person that can actually go into people's minds. But I'm not. That's that's nothing here. I'm not saying that psychology is fake science or just baby science
but you're gonna
for
go into
people that
people's
can't do
mind.
real science. That's not what I'm saying at all. Well, I can actually get in there. Like
What?
actually, like I don't have to ask questions.
That'll make this process a whole lot easier.
Yeah, I mean,
Studying that. What am I doing with my life?
it's okay. It's okay. She's gonna grab your hand. It's okay. It's fine. You're actually really changing things.
I mean, you just kind
No,
of
you're
throughout this whole. I was just losing confidence the whole time.
no. You're
Since
emotionally
you're on
intelligent.
your grind.
No, you're so emotionally intelligent. That emotional IQ is so up there,
I
and
mean, that's
I
fair.
wish I understood people like you. I really do.
Hmm. Well, maybe that's something you can work on, and I'll work on being smarter.
Teach me how to deal with people. I'll teach you how to deal with smart things.
I think that'll lead to better group cohesion after all. So it's a deal, and I put up my paw, shake my hands.
I'm gonna grab you with my robot arm, but it's gentle.
Right. All right. I believe that concludes uh, file 2 of the Levi files with Fouchette Cuisine. Thank
We
you for
did
speaking with
it!
me. Uh, Payment is about 5,000 gold.
Holy
Uh,
shit!
no, I'm fucking with you. Uh,
Oh,
well, We'll talk about that later.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Good day.
Love you, Ping. Mwah.